Philosopher A.D. Jones. I've been trying not to get involved nor speak on it. I've been trying my best not to speak on the situation about the lady that was yelling at dude about bringing his son some food and not her kids. Well, everybody has their own perspective, so let me start off by saying I respect your perspective if it's different from mine, because that's all you have is your perspective. That's how you see things based on your genealogy, your mental mind state, what you've been exposed to, and your brain processes. So I'm gonna start out by saying I respect it fully, but that don't mean I agree with it, just like you might not agree with this. So for me, I've even actually, been going in people's lives trying to have a discussion. We'll leave that right there. No disrespect to nobody. I respect everybody. Again, I'm not belittling anybody whatsoever. But what I will say is this. When you speak your perspective and it combats somebody else's and they're in control of their life, things can happen, unfortunately. So let me get to the nuts and bolts of this. So we saw the young lady, I don't know how old she was, but we saw the lady, quote unquote, said she was going to expose the guy that was bringing his son some food. Now, what the guy was doing, this is my opinion, what he was doing was definitely honorable by his son, because his son is his obligation. I do not know the backstory. I don't know if homie on child support. I don't know if dude a good daddy and buys, his kid clothes or whatnot, and he buying him food. I don't know, so I'm not even gonna pretend to know. But what I do know is what I saw. And what I saw, that the guy made a valiant effort to supply sustenance to his son. Even to a point where he was maneuvering his car, making sure he was pulled to the right spot so his son could see him and he could bring in the food. By him taking care of his son, that brought him pride and joy, as it should. As it should. What the female was trying to do was belittle his efforts, which is definitely not good. I don't know if she was clout chasing. I don't know if she was trying to get views, or I don't know if she was highly upset. But again, being a professional therapist, having the credentials, and being able to unpack what I saw from a therapeutic standpoint, most women think illogically. They think emotionally. That is their makeup. Most men, we think logical. I'm a man, so I understand. We gonna do what make the most sense. But anytime our logic is involving a woman or somebody that's female, it could even be a man that has a high intensity of feminine energy in his body. I get confused. He just have a high amount of feminine energy. He's gonna probably lean more toward the emotional aspect. So from what I saw, to make a long story short, to unpack it, she just know her kids are hungry. I'm assuming, let's say if she had 4 kids, including his son, they all are hungry, stomachs growling. It's hard out here. Gas $5, you know what I'm saying, a gallon. She might have just paid her high rent and she don't have no food to feed them, and she could be in survival mode. So what she could have been doing was reacting due to the chemicals in her brain that says, I have to do whatever it takes to take care of all of my children that She was yelling at the guy. The approach to me was terrible. If you see this, your approach was terrible. But I'm not knocking your approach because it's aggressive. Take it to the Bible for the Bible thumpers. When you look at the Bible, most of the women did the work. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by that is they was washing feet. They was gathering oil. They was gathering wine. They was searching for Jesus. They was busting through crowds. They was getting stoned. They did a lot of labor to do what they needed to do to survive and to take care of whoever they need. Some of them even had babies by other men in the Bible and allowed their men to have concubines. That's the way of the world back then. And babies by other women. Look up Sarah. Just look that up. Sarah. So, long story short, she knew her kids was hungry. He had resources. She saw him, I'm assuming, as a resource that could feed her children. Okay? Now, the dude didn't do nothing wrong, but what I will say is this, and this is the part I really want you to understand. The guy missed a teaching moment for her, her son, and those other children, and he missed an opportunity to level up. See, the wheel of fortune or karma always pays back what's put on it, okay? So if the guy would have said, you know what? Instead of buying these Black and Milds, I ain't saying he smoke, but Black and Milds, $2 a piece. You see guys smoking 3-4 of them a day, that's $6, $8. You see pieces in 7-Eleven, Little Caesars, all these different places. Pieces is $6. You know what I'm saying? Those children in her household bathe with your child, use the same toothpaste, share the same fork, share the same spoon, go in the same refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? If those children thrive, so does yours. If your son thrives in a household where they're not, it's going to be resentment there. They're going to be beating him down, stealing from him, doing all kind of stuff because they're in survival mode. But the learning opportunity is this. Let's assume she got 2 boys, 2 girls. By him feeding all 4 of them, when they sitting off to the side talking, they're going to say, man, I like your daddy. Your daddy ain't like my daddy. My daddy ain't bringing no food over for none of us. Your daddy bring food over for all of us. Your daddy is a real man. I want to be like your daddy when I grow up. See, he had an opportunity to separate himself from an average man. Yeah, an average man, yeah, he's supposed to take care of his obligations. That's what he's supposed to do. So if he go above and beyond that, oh, he's above average. It's just what it is. So he missed out on an opportunity to level himself up, regardless of the lady's approach. He missed out on an opportunity to level himself up to beyond an average man. He could have been looked at upon as a superhero. They could have been cheering every time his daddy came over. Yeah, here come your daddy. Oh, here he comes, Superman. Your daddy come around, he make me smile. See, that energy will get pulled away from their biologicals and get pushed over to him. Gratitude, appreciation, role model. You see what I'm saying? By those 3 things being attached to him by those kids, the universe look out for the kids. I'm just saying. Therefore, the universe would have provided for him to provide for them. 100. So, I'm not assuming what little homie know. You know, the guy that brought the food, he's a man. I ain't gonna call him little homie. I'm not assuming what he know and he don't know. But after you've done this life for a while and you've been in certain situations or multiple, family structures, you understand. So the stepdaddies out there, y'all know what it, y'all feeling me. You know what I'm saying? For men that had to step up. Also, what about your granddaddy? Think about your granddaddy right now. Think about it, even if you didn't know him. Did he ever do anything for you? A lot of the times, the man that's with your grandma ain't your real, quote-unquote biological granddaddy. He your spiritual granddaddy. He was put in that household to assist with the spiritual beings that's there. So therefore, He bought you stuff. He took you fishing. He taught you how to cook. He showed you how to iron. He showed you how to change brakes. He showed you how to wash a car, wax a car, clean up, open a door for a woman. He taught you. Reciprocate, which means give back. If we're supposed to be getting on another level and a quote unquote ascending the melanated, we gotta be a tribe. We're not gonna get along. In Africa, tribes been warring back and forth. I get that, I understand that, but these 3 other tribesmen, I'm assuming it's 4 kids, the other tribesmen and women in that household, the other 3, is gonna be against his tribe, your son's tribe, because they're gonna be bitter. So by not elevating yourself to a higher level opens up Pandora's box, or a door for resentment or negative or hateful energy towards your son. Plus, the baby mama could start resenting him and you as well, which is more negativity. For $3 worth of food, 99-cent sandwiches, my man. 99-cent sandwiches. Any man, out of love, this is not nothing negative. If you would like to speak on this and debate, we can do it in a cordial manner. Cordial. I ain't on all that extra rah-rah, none of that. We got to use our brains and our hearts if we want to talk or debate about it, because this is a community issue at this point. Because it's affecting our community. And as the men in our community, that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to have a round table and talk about this. Women as well. So anybody out there that want to hash it up, we could do a live, we could get it together. Y'all know what to do. But my point, and I'm going to end. Usually a tribe feeds its tribe members, regardless of where they came from. If you go to Africa and somebody leave one tribe or marry into another tribe, right? They look out for the tribe. Even though that ain't your sons or your daughters, they still part of your tribe, because your son sleep with them every night or whenever he with them. But they also came through the galactic womb of the baby mama. Regardless of her ascension level, she could be the lowest of the low. How many crackhead women y'all know got famous kids, got productive kids, got doctor kids? Right. So it doesn't matter the level that the mom is on, because as a man, we come after them anyway. So we here to help, protect, and serve them first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? Without they womb, we don't continue. Facts. Facts. Even if you do the other thing to create kids, it's not going to be on the same magnitude all at the same time to populate the nation. I'm not going to go deep into that. That's a whole nother subject. So to end, men out there, you could stay average. You could keep your patriotic. You could keep your patriotic mentality. You could keep the pimping mentality. I'm not knocking that at all, because if that's what you choose to do. But for the men that want to level up and go to the next level, you got to kill the noise of what your peers are saying. I ain't saying what you got to do. It'd be a good idea to kill the noise of what your peers are saying, what your baby mama is saying, or what other people might think, and focus on your ascension, because the wheel of fortune always gives back what you put into it. That being said, Philosopher Eddie Jones, till next time needs, holla. And I said this